New York in a jar, absinthe on the side. I'm going to show you how. My name is Gregory Llewellyn, and I'm the owner and head chef at Hart's Yard in Sydney, Australia. I'm going to be stepping out of my restaurant kitchen and into my home kitchen so that I can share some amazing things that you can try at home. I'm a New Yorker, and today we're going to be doing something that sort of reminds me of home, and that is potted fish. In particular, we're going to be doing potted salmon. This is King Ora salmon, which is from Australia, and we're going to be doing it with vegetable cream cheese. So you walk into any sort of delicatessen or bagel shop in New York City, smoked salmon on a bagel, vegetable cream cheese, it's the way to go. So first we'll start by salting this fish. We're actually going to cook this fish in schmaltz, which is chicken fat. Not common, I know, but you'll really get a full flavored product at the end. That fish, literally just bought locally, has to sit for about 15 to 20 minutes in the fridge, and it'll slightly cure it. So let's put that in the fridge. The next thing we're going to do is our vegetable cream cheese. Any veggies will work. We could use some carrot. These vegetables don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be diced properly. It just has to be uniform. And then we'll be sweating them in a pot. Just a little bit of that chicken fat. Next we'll have a little bit of onion. This is just a white onion. Not as hot as a brown onion. Fennel. We'll introduce a little bit of anise, and we'll be using this a little bit later, which is also anise flavored, which is absinthe. So dice up some of this fennel. And lastly, this green zucchini. Here's our schmaltz, which is basically just rendered chicken fat. We'll just put a little bit of that in the pot. And we're gonna sweat this mixture, meaning just cook very, very slowly over low heat. And what we want to do is when you cook the vegetables and it sweats, they release this liquid, this moisture. And that's what we want to keep. We'll add some of my favorite herbs. We have tarragon. This herb is also quite anisey as well. We're gonna use some dill, a few leaves of Italian flat leaf parsley. And we'll literally just mince these up. As you see how I just cut them once. Usually you see somebody chop herbs and there's a massive green under where they chopped them. It's because all the stuff that you did chop is left on the board. That'll take about 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes for the veggies. And we'll do some chive as well. So you see this is starting to release a little bit of more steam coming off. In the bottom you see a little bit of liquid. We'll just turn the heat down. I'll take my spoon out. And chives will be last. So already this mix is quite herbaceous. The end product is just unreal. So we have our mix. These vegetables are softened. You still want a little bit of crunch. You know, you go to these places, you get a bagel and you bite into the bagel and you still taste a little bit of crunch of carrot or the crunch of onion. And we're gonna do this warm. So we have this room temperature cream cheese and we'll literally just ladle that in warm. This will really get things going. And then we'll just start to mash it all up. The colors are beautiful, it smells amazing. So easy to make. So we'll season that with some salt and some pepper. A bit of lemon juice. I said before we're going to use absinthe, so a couple of drops of that, and it already smells different. So good, amazing. We're going to be poaching this salmon in a jar. So this jar will literally house the salmon that we've salted, the schmaltz, some peppercorn, and some lemon peel. So let's get that salmon out of the fridge. So here we have our salmon. This salmon's been salting for about 15 to 20 minutes. And what that does, it'll just tighten up the protein a bit and also season it. Under the water, onto a clean towel, and we'll just blot it dry. In the base of this jar, we'll put some schmaltz to start. Schmaltz is chicken fat, which is the result of gribnies, which are rendered chicken scraps. In there, we'll put some bay leaf, some peppercorns. We'll put the salmon inside. And we'll just tuck it. It's just snug. And we'll just take a little bit of lemon peel and we'll just tuck those in. And then we'll close the lid. Sounds confusing, it's really not. What we're gonna do next is drop it into a pot of water that we've already had going. And just take literally a digital thermometer, and this should be at 60 degrees. Look, an easy trick. So this will stay at 60 degrees for about 15 minutes. And when it's done, you'll have the most glorious textured salmon in a jar. You can leave it in the jar. You can have it for lunch that day. You can have it for dinner that evening, tomorrow, a week later. Alrighty. So our salmon has been in the water. Look at it. I'll open it up for you so you can see. It smells amazing. The lemon peels just started to release that bit of citrus oil. The dill, it's quite fragrant. It's just so tender. It's sort of like glistening on the top. That's what the salt does. Tightens the protein, seasons the flesh, but also allows it to cook in a way where it makes it this supple. Here we have potted salmon, vegetable cream cheese with a little help from our friend Absinthe. Enjoy.